LIV Golf. Why decide against playing in it?
If you look at the guys that have gone, and I've got no problem with the guys going. I mean, everyone can make their own decisions. No disrespect to them at all, but a lot of them are older, or they've been injured, or they've been on the road for 20 plus years. They don't want to do it anymore, and they want to play for another couple more years and get a nice nest egg and call it quits. I've never done this for money, ever. If the U.S. Open had a $100,000 purse, I'd still show up to the U.S. Open. I don't know what it was this year. It was like 17 million or something outrageous. And, I'm in this to go win a major. Like, that's my career goal. So if LIV doesn't have world golf ranking points right now, all of a sudden I will start falling down the list. Now I lose my chances of playing in a major championship. I'm only 25, but I've chased it for 20 years. I can't, there's no amount of money that I would give to trade that for a trophy. There's no amount of money to me that can make me give up on my dreams, especially when I have the amount of silver medals I got hanging around my house now. I'll happily trade them all in for one win. I get it that, I could go and play LIV right now and
Were you approached?
Yeah, everyone was.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, everyone was approached or offered, for all I know.
What's that outreach like?
It went to my agent, thank God. If I read it, if I got the email, I probably would have just thought it was a scam or something and deleted it. The moral, ethical side of it is obviously very tricky, and that's why a lot of us just want to leave it be and just don't want any part of it. The big battle right now is whether, if we are independent contractors, why can't we do both?
And why can't you?
I don't know. That's for the courts to decide. That's not for me to decide, but...
What's your gut tell you?
I don't know, man. I haven't graduated college yet. I don't know the answer. My guess is that we'll probably be able to do both. I'm still through and through PGA Tour, though. There's certain events that you want to win, because there's so much history to them. And if guys feel like they've been underpaid on tour or whatever it is that frustrates them, like most of the guys that have gone have made $25 million. And I get it that maybe proportionally, sure, we can always fight for bigger purses, but that's what people ask me is they said, well, should you be a prime candidate to go to LIV because of the situation you had on your first year on the PGA Tour where you couldn't be a part of the FedEx Cup playoffs? And I said, guys, I haven't won yet and I've made over $10 million on tour. If I sat there and said I feel like I'm undercompensated as a PGA Tour pro, what does that say about me? The money that these guys are given right now, it's just more money. It's not life-changing money, it's just more. There's a difference in that level. And on the PGA Tour, the strength of fields now are incredible, and you got to blame Tiger for that because all of us come out, thinking that we could win the Masters at 21. If you decided to go Monday qualify for a tournament, you can go Monday qualify on a PGA Tour event, and you can go win and earn your way there. And yeah, it's merit-based to play and LIV because obviously you have to earn your right to make that amount of money, but it's the same people competing against each other day in, day out. And unless you're able to do both and you're able to have a mixed bag of people, their competition pool is going to stay the same. But it's just it's sad because it dominates a lot of the conversations right now on tour, whereas there's so much good going on. It's been a unique time, especially being a player advisory council member, where I'm sitting in conversations that are so far above my pay grade, considering that, again, 2 years ago, I didn't have status on any PGA Tour sanctioned tour, but...
This period of upheaval could be a net positive if it forces what changes in professional golf?
It's going to be a positive. I mean, it's going to be more marketing dollars for younger guys. The top guys, basically, they kind of get their veteran numbers where maybe they're not producing as much, but they still get paid off the golf course very handsomely. On top of that as well, FedEx has they've doubled what they've put in for our player bonuses at the end of the year. And purses are going to be going up to basically where the average is going to be about 17 to 19 million. And so that's why, to me, I couldn't be happier with what's going to happen with the tour over the next few years. We've looked at the projections, and in 2025, you might make $3 million and not keep your card. How can you argue with being underpaid at that point? I think that the more and more that we talk in terms of how we can make the PGA Tour better, the more and more transparent it is to me that it's the best job in the world. We're going to be in a better place and be in a really, really good place.
And ultimately, the only way this benefits the fan is if the two tours can coexist.
Sure. I think the fan engagement side is something that the tour has needed to do a better job of for a long time. I think that's basically where LIV's business model has come from. The biggest argument right now is that, well, there might be too much downtime between shots, and look at what's going on with LIV where they're going boom, 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 boom. Well, okay, let's sit down and talk about this. These are not things that, that are blow up your career and go to LIV type problems at all. And so that's why I love talking about it. I love taking different perspectives from other people because I know my reasons why I won't do it. But if they get World Golf ranking points and let's say the top 48 players in the world are playing, I'd be doing myself a disservice of not playing against the best players in the world. But at the same time, like I said, I will never jeopardize my PGA Tour membership and jeopardize the majors first and foremost.